Hi, so I would like to talk about some specific cheerleading or cheerleader stereotypes. I was at a seminar a few months ago, and one of the girls was saying that, like, oh, guys only go after. Yeah, I know, you're probably wondering what kind of weird seminar was this. It was a Christian seminar. I was at I went to somewhere with my church. Anyway, yeah, so some girl, like, put up her hand and was asking the guy up at the front, yeah, like, and it was for teens, asking the guy, oh, so how come guys only go after the cheerleader type or the popular type? Is there any way that they will possibly go after, the basketball type? Like, just because we know a little bit more and we're, like, smarter than just the airhead, then, is that attractive to guys? And I was appalled. Like, I don't know if I was the only one, because I kind of looked around the room to make sure, like, is there anyone else with their mouth open? That's like, oh, because, like, hello, not only is this, like, a Christian concert, or a conference, and concerts were there, too, but, like, she probably shouldn't be saying that. I mean, it's kind of discriminate. Like, it's saying that, like, cheerleaders are airheads, and I'm sorry, I was a cheerleader in high school, and I did it for, like, 2.5 years. I loved it, and it's a lot harder than just bouncing up and down and, like, screaming, yay! You have to be strong, you have to be fit, you have to be able to run laps, do a full routine, just like any other dancer, and then you also have to be thrown up in the air, or hold people up in the air, or throw them up in the air yourself. I've done both. I've done basing and been a top, and it's ridiculous that people just underestimate us all the time. They always just, saying that, oh, yeah, okay, you're a cheerleader, like, yeah, you just, like, cheer for like, basketball teams and football teams and stuff. And no, we have our own competitions, international competitions, national competitions. We've been to so many competitions. It is its own sport. You get injuries. I was talking to a doctor, like, this guy who was just finishing up his student credits to become a doctor, and he said that there were more cheerleaders in the hospital than there were rugby players, and it is so likely that you will get injured. Like, obviously, you are throwing people in the air, you are holding people up in the air, there are people on top of people on top of people, and they will get hurt. It is a sport. It's dangerous, and it's hard, and you gotta learn how to hone your skills and do it, right? And it's like any other sport, but it's not taken seriously. So anyway, coming back to this girl, so yeah, she was basically saying that, like, not only is cheerleading not a sport like her basketball, because she was a basketball player or whatever, but, like, that, yeah, like, cheerleaders weren't a real sport, but also that we're airheads, that we're stupid, okay? Like, no. I'm sorry, I don't know what kind of grades she got, but I got straight A's in grade 11. I got almost straight A's in grade 12. And right now, going into, like, I went to college for 2 years, the past 2 years, and I got really good grades in that too. I got some A pluses, I got A's, B's, the occasional C plus, but that was economics. Come on, it's hard. But and plus now I'm going into my 3rd year, and I'm in university. I love it. The thing is, we're not stupid. Almost all the people on our team, I don't think there was, like, a single person that's not going to school right now on the high school team that I was on. I would say that the majority of them are going to university, and then, like, very few of them are going to college. It doesn't make a big difference, because college is fully transferable nowadays to university. But the fact of the matter is, we're not stupid. Okay? Like, anyway, this was awful to hear at, like, a Christian convention. I was like, wow, like, I can't believe that nobody even made a comment about this. None of the student leaders, or none of even the person up front, they didn't agree with her, but they didn't call her out on it and say that, it's mean, it's prejudice, it's making fun of a certain type of people that you don't know the full story on. And I don't know what kind of grade she got. She seemed kind of like, maybe she didn't. I don't know. Like, you can't judge that kind of thing. You can't, and I would never say anything about, oh, because she's a basketball player, so she's like really masculine or anything. Like, no, she could be whoever she wants to be. Outside of that court, outside of that, she could be a stellar like musician or something. Like it, you can't make those kind of assumptions. So anyway, that's something that kind of bothered me, and the fact that it's not hard, that it's not a sport. That's another like stereotype, and that for sure is a sport. It is. Yeah. And it's hard. Cheerleading isn't all about dancing and routines and short skirts. It's not. Even though a lot of like TV will tell you otherwise. It's a lot like the first Bring It On. Not the Bring It Ons after, but the first one. You know, like, yeah, there was a lot of inappropriate sexual innuendo, but they had real stunts there. They had, you know, partner stunting and they had group stunting, and it was pretty good. Technically wise, it was really good, so that's all I have to say about that.